Hello, good evening. How are we all doing? I hope I'm meeting you well, and I hope everyone is doing great. I'm thrilled and so happy to have you join me for this special session. And thank you very much. And how has your day been? And I hope you're enjoying the weather. Like it's a twist here in Baltimore. In the morning, we have early hours of the day, we have winter. In the afternoon, we have summer, and late in the evening, we are about to fall. And before you know it, we're having all the weather, all the season joined together. I don't know how is it over there with you. I believe you're all well, and I have a special topic that I'm going to be sharing with you this afternoon. And it is a topic that I believe that it is very, very important and very impactful, and it is, to my own understanding, a secret sauce to living an impactful and a well-fulfilled life. And it is all about mastering the art of balance. Mastering the art of balance. And whether you are juggling family, career, faith, personal growth, or even essentially finding and looking for balance in every aspect of your life that can help you to begin living truly and not just surviving, then this topic is something you want to pay attention to. And this is the thought I want to leave with you as we start and go over this, that whether you are living in a job or you are working at a job that you feel stuck, or it's a family or it's a relationship. And I want you to know that the reason you are feeling stuck is not because you lack ability. It is just that you've not been able to sit down and pay attention to what is draining you and not helping you to find the fulfillment you need. So, this subject of mastering the art of balance is a call to awareness. First and foremost, self-awareness. A call to you being able to sit down and forcefully look at what are those things that truly matters. What are those essential things that matters for my life, in my life? And then when I know those things, and what are those actionable steps that truly matters that I need to pay attention to, that will help me manage and completely engage myself with the right responsibility that will help me discover the true joy of living life as I truly supposed to live. You know what? When you're able to get yourself into that nitty gritty and the basis of what I've just discovered, you will find yourself on the pathway to having an enduring peace and balance in everything you desire to do. And this is the best place to live. And that is why I have discovered that I have decided to go all in to be sharing this thing. And that is what I will be sharing with you as we progress on this subject. And I want to ask you at the moment, let's make this transformational and let's make it a conversation. I want you to look at your life and any aspect of your life. Can you recognize anywhere in your life at the moment that you feel emotionally you are not balanced? Because when we talk about subject like this, it comes in different way for different people. And you might be surprised that where you are currently experiencing your own imbalance, might be emotional. Yours might be career. Might not even be career, might be having the best of best job and you're having the highest pay that you could imagine. But relationship, it's zero. Or everything is good, but health-wise, you're in a toxic environment or your spiritual life. Because at the base and the core of everything about our life, when we don't get it right in the spiritual aspect, every other thing that is going to form on those things don't last. And we will be checking and seeing together what are the frameworks that you and I need to engage that can help us to begin to prioritize a life of balance. That will help us to experience balance on all fronts of life. And this is the challenge that you and I, we are into. And I want you to just look inward as we journey through this topic and see where you feel the most out of balance. When you begin to look at those points, It will help us to be able to unlock those aspects that we need to begin to pay attention to. And I want you to know that life as it is not about finding balance. You don't need to find it. You have to create it. When you look at those areas where you seem to be out of balance, the next thing that is obviously right, in line, and expected for you and I to do is to do what? To now begin to create it intentionally. Because when you sit down and you can list all areas of your life, and you begin to look at where, especially, where out of all this area am I saying that I am out of balance? When you start listing those things, by sitting down through meditation, just observing, then you begin to be able to see where those aspects are. And there's a place in the Bible that I love so much that says, "For we know all things work together for good to those who love God." So when you are looking at your life and it seems like everything is out of balance, every of those things that you are calling that is making your life currently look out of balance, I want you to know that it is possible. You can live a life that is balanced. You can live a purpose-driven life, and you can master balance. So I want you to know that if this teaching resonates with you, I want you to know that mastering life that is balanced in a busy world, it's possible. And if you know that that is what you want, let us just go ahead and just look at what is even balance. What does it mean to be balanced? What is balance? And let's just look at it. It is not about just giving equal, look at, oh, I'm a mom, so I'll give 30 minutes to this, I'll give 30 minutes to that. So giving time, energy, and lotting it to all the power. It is not about all those things. It is all about knowing what truly matters in your life at this moment, at this stage of your life. Every one of us were in different phase and in different strata of our life. Some people are in their morning stage, some are in the afternoon, some are in the night. So look at the morning. Maybe you're just growing out of life. You're just in your elementary, middle school, high school. You're just coming out of life. Life is just beginning to be burdened out of life. In that place, aligning what balance means in that space will be different totally from somebody that's already done schooling and is already in the working space. And in that working space, maybe you're beginning to think of relationship you're having, getting to marry and having children, raising children, having a home, setting up. You see that balance, as it were, and coupled to somebody that is already a retiree who has done everything with the hard labor that he could do and is just beginning to relax and rewind to begin to, so you now begin to see that what balance is different for different phase and different stage of our life. So I want you to look at it. Balance means creating a consistent time for what truly matters for you. Let's look at this example of somebody that is trying to maintain balance in his or her spiritual life. So when you look at that I want to create something meaningful out of my spiritual work, I've noticed that I don't have balance in this area of my life. And what does that mean? It means balance to that person means creating consistent time for prayer, for meditation, for the word, and even sacrificing time for the regular things you do that takes away your time. It is about you looking for how you can acquire equilibrium, equilibrium. And you thinking of you being able to stay upright and stay up to date with what you need to be doing in every area of your life. When we talk about balance, it is all about achieving equilibrium, looking at what responsibility and every season of life you are attaining needs. So you will now see that balance, as it were, it is not static. It is dynamic. It evolves depending on what responsibility and the season of life you have found yourself. So it is all about you calibrating and achieving equilibrium in every phase you are finding yourself, and not just being stuck to a particular routine. No, every day I'm just going to do this. And if you are looking at it as something that is dynamic, if you see yourself and you are now in a stage where you're having children, you have children, little ones that you have responsibility over, you begin to see that your timetable, your agenda, your routine day by day will definitely not serve or fix into a tightrope of when you were just single and you have your time to yourself and you don't have anybody you're accountable to. And so when you think of it like a tightrope that you want to adjust your movement to stay upright. That is what it means when you talk about you achieving equilibrium and you wanting to be able to have sustainability. Now, when you look at sustainability, true balance does not always mean that you're going to get or lead yourself into burnout. You want to see how you're able to maintain an emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual health such that you keep thriving on a long term. You are not going to see why it is something that you do out of utmost intentionality. So the idea of balance is like, it's not something that you just do once and it's over. No. Getting into a routine where you do the right thing at the right proportion at every given time. That is what balance is. That is what it is. So it is not perfection. It's not about you having a perfect, organized, and flawless life. No, that is not it. And many of us can relate because no, I just can't get everything in order. I feel balanced. No, the truth is about, can you look at what areas of your life that needs priority and you prioritizing those things above every other thing that can come after. So it's not about you dividing equal lots of time, like I said earlier. Oh, no, no. At every given time, what are those things that I can take the back seat? What are those things that does not demand my energy now? How can I put those things at the back seat? And how can I begin to prioritize those important things in my faith, in my career, in my work, and in my career, in my hobby, and everything that represents what truly is important to my life? So when you begin to see those things and you begin to raise the volume of those things, you begin to see how you can create harmony, true harmony, so that everything about your life are playing at the right time. So I said in the quote that I earlier shared by Jana Kingsford, it says, balance is not something you find. It is something you create. So if you know that this is something that is important to you, then I would like to encourage you to look out for what are those areas of your life that you have so far so good till now. You have maintained rigidity. You have been so rigid and you have not allowed flexibility in those areas such that you can balance it out and you can be flexible so that you can get an expectation that is out of what you have been getting. I have said it, it is not a one-time fixed thing. It is something that evolves and it's an ongoing process where you're able to reassess and assess and prioritize. And you see, this is a changing phenomenon that comes with different challenges that life presents to us. And so that is how to approach balance in everything we do. I do hope you are finding value. You find one or two things that is helping you to shift the way you have been living your life, or you have been thinking of your life, and you have been saying, oh, this is not working, that is not working. It might be you just need to just redefine and see what are those actionable tips that you will need to begin to adopt to get yourself in tune with balance in every areas of your life that needs to get balance. For somebody, it might be that you're watching me, and it might be just sacrificing the time you spend on TV, on social media. When you look at the quality of time you are spending with your family, everybody's on their gadgets, nobody's having any time to relate and quality flow. And it might just be a decision to just take, okay, for this day, every evening, we're going to be prioritizing relationship. And therefore, nobody's going to be having any screen time when it is dinner. And everybody's going to have quality 1 hour deliberation of studying, of sharing and rubbing mind, That might just be what you need to do to pick your family and to pick that truth about what is happening in your home. And when you're able to do this, you begin to see a very total big change that your life will begin to witness. So that is what I want to challenge you with. And if you find this valuable, I want to encourage you to please do share this video. As I wrap up, I want you to please look for somebody that needs just this and you just want to share this with them. Because I believe there's somebody that needs to hear this. I want to encourage you, please subscribe to this channel if you are yet to subscribe, and please share it to somebody that you know this is going to resonate to them, who needs it the most. Yeah. This is where we'll be stopping, and I will be just dropping by telling you that over the next week, we're going to be having a special masterclass and special promotion for every of you that have subscribed to our channel and that have been very good support to our channel. And I will be leaving the details in our community publishing very soon. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate your time. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. All right.